come on. Oh, not much post this morning. Don't look to be any bills. Now, Mummy's got a lousy hangover this morning, TJ, so you try not to be too loud. You lying little...
Sleep well? Breakfast. Sure it's not what you're used to, but it's the same as what we get.
When am I going to be let out of here?
Not my decision.
I've done nothing wrong.
Well, you're not to worry about then, have you? Your solicitor's on his way. No doubt he'll be applying for police bail. But the DI won't be in for a while. So you might as well eat your breakfast while you're waiting.
Donna. Donna.
Oh, not ready to get up, Mum.
Your mum's not here. Leslie opened the shop. She let me up.
Hello.
I'm afraid I've got a bit bad news.
Oh, don't tell me. Mum's in a mood with me because I came in wasted and crashed on the sofa.
Your mum's not here. She's been at the hospital all night.
What's happened?
I should never have let him move in with me. I know what he's like. Why didn't I see this coming?
I'm still in love with Zoe. She's asked me to go away with her and Jean, and I've said yes.
Yeah, well, she's welcome to, and they can set the little love nest together.
That's not going to happen. They've had a fight.
Oh, so his dreams of being toy boy lover didn't quite work out, did they not? Can't say I'm too sorry to hear that. You know, I thought we had something good going here. I thought we're finally getting our lives together, and he's chucked it away for nothing.
I'm afraid it's a lot worse than that.
Not for me, it's not. Got by after Terry, I can rebuild my life again.
No, I'm talking about Scott.
Well, Dad, we're finished, so I don't even care what happens to him now.
But you don't understand. Scott's in hospital. He's in intensive care. Whatever happened up at Home Farm, Scott's ended up in a coma. Viv's with him now at the hospital.
I suppose you expect me to feel sorry for him, do you?
He could die.
Yeah, well, as soon as I read this letter, I knew he was out of my life. So he might as well have been dead. Changes nothing. And me and TJ have got a flight to catch.
Dawn, look, I know you're angry. I don't blame you, love. But is it really the answer, running off to Spain? Can you not just hang around for a few more days? Just until we know what really happened.
I've heard enough, Dad. My mind's made up.
Well, when are you going to come back? What am I going to tell Viv?
I don't care. I'll ring you.
Finished.
Any news?
Yeah, I've just been on the phone to Zoe's solicitors. They're going to try and see if they can get a police bail.
I still don't understand why they holding her when it was self-defence. I thought she'd be released after I'd had your statement.
Well, I wasn't actually there when the attack happened, was I? I came afterwards.
There's plenty of folk in the village who'd be willing to testify what Scott's capable of.
Look, I'm sure it'll all be sorted out sooner or later. Right, I'm going to go and see if forensics are finished at Home Farm.
You want some breakfast first?
No, I don't want to put you to any more trouble, Terry.
It's no trouble.
I better go.
I'm really sorry I wasn't here, Mum.
I'm just glad you're here now. I don't know how I'd have got through it if Bob hadn't been here.
How is he?
Well, he hasn't moved for hours. He can't breathe without a machine. I mean, I've tried reading to him. I know they say you can't hear anything, but you do hear these stories, don't you, where people come out of comas because they've heard something.
You've been with him all night, then?
Yeah. Bob's promised to come back soon with Dawn. It's not going to be easy to break it to her, you know. She's going to be devastated.
You've got to get some sleep, Mum.
I can't leave him in that state.
Hi, you all right, love?
Where's Dawn?
She's not coming.
Does she know what state he's in?
Well, I couldn't really tell her all that much. She's just had some very bad news of her own. Jean's ill. Dawn's mum, Jean. She's very ill, and she's had to fly over to Spain to be with her.
But you thought she would have come and see Scott first before she went.
Look, she is a mother. I'm sure in the same situation, Scott would have done just the same.
Well, I hope so. I've got to get back to him.
Yeah, I'll come with you.
Listen, maybe you should take a break.
No, he needs me here.
Are you planning on charging my client?
I can't answer that until we've had a statement from Mr. Windsor, and he's still unconscious.
Well, when you do speak to him, I hope you'll be asking him about his unprovoked attack on my client.
It doesn't sound like he'll be talking to anyone for quite a while.
Well, you can't hold my client indefinitely without charge. And as she has no intention of adding anything to her statement, I can see no objection why you shouldn't release her on police bail.
I'd be willing to consider it, subject to certain conditions.
Which are?
No contact with witnesses.
Are you suggesting that I would try to bribe them? Or threaten them?
She may need to talk to Mr. Kirk on business matters, but we're agreed. We won't discuss the case.
Good. And I'd like Miss Tate to surrender her passport.
This is ridiculous.
We know you were planning to leave the country. You're facing very serious charges, and I can't allow that to happen.
We have no objection to your proposal for bail. So, let's speak to the custody sergeant.
Oh, Steph, have you seen Ethan?
He went out this morning, first thing.
I'm really in one thing to do, and I want to try to get to see Zoe, but I need someone to look after Gabby.
Well, any news on what's happened at Home Farm?
No, not yet.
Well, I can look after Gabby if you like.
Oh, well, I really don't want to put you to any trouble.
Oh, don't be daft.
Perhaps I should ask Betty.
I have had kids myself, you know. I know how to look after them. Well, it wasn't long ago. Tricia was her age. She was always into my makeup. Only thing was, she got more on the walls than she ever got on her boat race. You got a problem? You don't trust me?
Of course I do.
Good. Because it wasn't long ago you were lecturing a whole village on forgiving a convicted rapist. Old Vicar, if you can't trust me, how do you expect anyone else to?
I'm sorry, that's very kind of you. Gabby, Auntie Steph is going to look after you till I get back. All right? Good girl. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Now then, Nick, we're going to go to the shops, get some sweeties, and then we're going to go on the swings. What's there?
You're back early.
Well, Scott didn't turn up for work.
Probably had a few too many last night.
That's what I thought, but Bob just called to say he's in hospital.
Oh. What's wrong?
Some sort of accident at Home Farm. It sounds serious.
Well, wish him well from us.
Don't look like he'll be back in work for a while, though, and we're snowed under. So I was wondering if you could give me a hand for a couple of hours.
I'm not a mechanic.
I've got 3 cars booked in for a wash and valet. You could manage that.
Already?
I've never asked you before, Dad, but I could really use your help.
Well, so could Andy. I mean, he's got the farm and Debbie and the baby.
Well, whatever Andy wants then, eh?
Grow up, Robert. It's not a competition. Try asking Len. With Scott out the picture, he might help.
Doctor says there's some signs of improvement. He's stable now.
Good. Does that mean he's out of danger?
It's too soon to say. Capashosley comes round.
A detective has just turned up. He's in there now talking to the doctor.
Oh, what's going on?
Well, I don't know, but I'm going to find out, and I'm not letting him go until I've got some answers.
Look, maybe it's better if I talk to the police. I mean, you're not always very tactful, are you?
I'm not going to pussyfoot around. I know Zoe did that to my boy.
Well, something's certainly up, because Effie and Jean are staying at the B&B. So.
Well, Jean should be with us. She needs her family round her.
Zoe's her mum.
Well, the police have already been on to her once for putting children in danger. I'm not risking that again. You get over there. Tell that nanny we'll look after Jean until this is sorted.
No, I'd rather stay with Scott.
Well, we can't all do that.
It's okay. I'll come with you. I need to get back anyway.
Are you going to call me if there's any news?
Don't worry. I'm not going to leave his side.
3.
Morning, Steph.
Morning, Dad.
Babysitting?
I wasn't Ashley's first choice. And in fact, I doubt I'd have got to be his top 100, but he was busy and I was the only one available.
Gabby's enjoying it.
Well, you don't lose the knack, do you? It doesn't seem long ago I was pushing Tricia in swings.
Yes, I miss her too.
I know, Dad.
I was just on my way to Shelley's memorial garden. I was going to tidy it up. It does seem a bit macabre having a memorial to someone who's still alive. So what if we could change it, make it something everybody could enjoy?
What a good idea, Dad. That's a lovely idea. I've got a lot of time on my hands. Why don't we tackle it together?
Yeah, I'd like that.
And swoosh!
It's going to be all right.
Yeah, well, it better be. I know we row a lot, but I can't bear the thought of losing him.
Scott's a fighter. He's a fighter. He'll pull through.
You think Evie's going to let us take Jean?
Depends what really happened up at Old Farm.
Yeah, my mum's convinced it's all down to Zoe, but I doubt Effie's going to see it that way.
No harm in asking, I suppose.
You don't have to come. I know you've got work to do.
More important. Look what you could do with the support.
And if you could just sign here.
There's still some of my clothes missing.
Forensics will be returning those for further analysis.
Am I free now?
For the moment. As long as you remember there are certain conditions to your bail.
I'll be driving Miss Tate straight to Home Farm. She won't be speaking to any witnesses.
Good.
Can we go?
No doubt we'll be meeting again soon.
Hope to see you again.
Any word from Dawn?
Yeah, she called from the airport. She's not sure how long she's going to be away for.
Must be a worrying time for her.
She's tough.
Hi. Oh, hi. How's Jean taking it all?
Well, she's used to being with me, so she hasn't really noticed much difference yet.
You can't work around the clock, though. I mean, you've been in a break soon.
Well, I'm waiting to hear from Zoe. I'm sure she'll sort something out.
Meantime, though, me and Don will be more than happy to look after Jean.
No, she's my responsibility. Zoe wouldn't want me to pass her on to anyone else.
Oh, we're only trying to help. I mean, we are family.
You know how Zoe would feel about that. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Can I talk to you for a minute?
Oh, Mrs. Windsor, I was hoping to find you. I'd like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
Good, because I've got a few of my own, seeing as your sergeant wasn't up to much. My son could die, and I think I'm entitled to know what's going on.
We're not really sure ourselves yet.
Well, then tell me what you do know. Zoe Tate. She attacked him, didn't she?
It's possible, but she's claiming it was self-defense. That he attacked her and she had to fight him off.
Well, she's lying. You can't believe a word she says. She's a nutcase.
Right now, we're keeping an open mind till we have a chance to investigate both sides. But perhaps you can help me with that.
Oh, well, I can tell you plenty about her.
Oh, this is so tedious. I mean, half the customers ought to be over the road in the cemetery.
Well, maybe. But won't you try and hold a job down this time? Just you know, for the novelty.
I'm still waiting.
Think you better go and serve her.
What's the point? She'll only say I've got her order wrong again.
Get back behind the bar.
I'm on a break.
You seem to have been on a break all morning.
I'm sorry I'm late.
Don't worry, I've defrosted the chili. I think it's ready to serve. But how's Donna?
Oh, still worried she's gone on for a rest. I'll get on.
You see, you're just picking on me. Marlon can come and go as he likes.
In his case, it's an emergency. In yours, a way of life.
Am I ever going to get served? Some of us have got to get back to work.
This is your final warning. I'm so sorry to keep you waiting, Edna.
But the police were supposed to clear up after themselves.
I've seen worse. How are you feeling?
I've been locked up for the night, treated like a criminal. What do you think? Still, I suppose I should be grateful that it's all over.
It's just beginning.
What else can they do to me?
Well, that depends on Scott.
Well, I won't be sending him any flowers or a get-well-soon card.
You should keep that sentiment to yourself. It could be held against you. You have told me everything I need to know, haven't you?
You doubting my word?
Not at all. I just need to be prepared for anything the police may throw at us.
I was attacked. I defended myself. That is the whole story. Now, if you'll excuse me, I would really like to go and pick up my daughter.
It might be best if you let someone else do that. I'll go if you like.
Why?
You may run into a witness. We don't want to give the police any excuse to arrest you. Anything I can get you while I'm there.
Oh, this is absurd. It's like being under house arrest.
Believe me, the police could make this a lot worse if they wanted to. It's going to come down to whose word they believe, and at the moment, the DI seems to be leaning the other way. It's up to us to prove her wrong.
Love, finally persuaded your mum to come home and get some rest. They promised from the hospital they're going to phone us if there's any change.
Where's Jean?
I'm really sorry, Mum. I tried to persuade her, but...
Oh, it's not your fault. It'll be one of Zoe's orders. She's the one to blame for all this. I just can't believe they've let her go.
Look, she's on bail. They're still investigating. They can arrest her again when they're ready.
What more evidence do they need? Just one look at Scott and what she's done to him should be enough.
Yeah, but he'll soon recover and then he can give his side of the story.
I thought I'd go up to the hospital later, you know, give you a chance to get some sleep.
Oh, I can't sleep, and I won't sleep until he's out of danger.
Mum, you've got to get some rest.
I bet you haven't eaten either since this started. Come on, sit yourself down. Come on. I'll fix you something up.
What is going on at Home Farm and B&B? I don't know, but Pearl's making it a business to find out. She'll have to go some to beat Betty. Oh, yeah.
How you doing?
Well, it's nice to see another customer under 80.
So you're not enjoying working here, then?
It's about as much fun as watching paint dry.
Yeah, but if she makes it through the day, it'll beat the last job.
The King's was even worse than this place.
I think it's just work in general you're allergic to.
Thought you were busy on the farm.
My lunch hour.
Yeah, well, call me old-fashioned, but I don't reckon you should be spending it with these two, considering how you're messing around with Debbie.
Oh, take a chill pill. You're sounding as neurotic as that fairy behind the bar.
That fairy is wondering why you're not working again.
Because I'm still on a break.
We've already had complaints about you.
Yeah, well, if you mean the Wicked Witch of the West, she doesn't count.
She's a paying customer. While we're on the subject, you never paid for those drinks.
Perk of the job.
Go on much longer like this, you won't have a job.
You can't sack me.
Watch me.
Too late. I quit. Now clear off and find some other old woman to smarm around.
Sure there's nothing else I can do for you?
I've done enough.
You know, you really should get some rest.
I've told you I can't sleep. Everything keeps going round in my head. It's not right that she's out and free after doing what she's done to Scott.
I know, but we need the police to sort that out now. Viv, there's nothing else that we can do except wait and hope.
Maybe you're right. Well, I'll go and get a shower and maybe try and get some sleep.
Good. Right, better get back to work.
I know you think I wasn't much of a father to you.
I doubt Tricia would have voted me Mother of the Year, so something we got in common.
I never meant to neglect you, you know. It was just a difficult time for me.
I guess that would have been my excuse as well.
Well, I was worried about my job. I thought if I didn't put the hours in, they'd get rid of me.
Mum banging on about money all the time. I can remember that.
Well, maybe our priorities change as we get older. If I had my life to live again, I would do it very differently.
If ifs and ands were pots and pans.
Well, maybe if I'd settled for a cheaper car, spent a bit more time with my family. you'd have all been happier.
What's done is done, Dad. You can't change anything. Little Ann here won't have to worry about her daddy. You won't let her down. I wonder if she realises how lucky she is.
Sorry. It was a bit longer than I expected. Everything overran. I didn't even manage to get to see Zoe. Hope Gabby's been no trouble.
Oh, she's been a little angel.
We've enjoyed it. Can I get you a cup of coffee?
Sorry, still got things to do. Come on, Lambkin. Say bye-bye to Auntie
Come on,
Steph.
little one. Do you want me to take those? I'll take them back
That's it.
later.
Come on, that's a good girl.
Off you go,
Say bye-bye.
sweetie.
Come on.
Toodly pip.
You shouldn't be here. No, you're the one that shouldn't be here. After what you've done to my Scott, you should be in jail.
You tried to rape me.
How dare you? That's just a filthy lie.
No, you can't ever bring yourself to see what he's really like, can you?
No, you're just trying to blacken his name, like Chris did. I'm on to you, Tates, and all your dirty tricks.
Get out of my house.
I'm finished with you yet. Is this where you did it? Is this where you tried to kill my son?
I told you to get out.
That's a long shift.
Get up. Trying to put me in hospital now.
What's going on?
What the hell are you?
I'm Zoe's solicitor.
The one she pays to do all her dirty work, are you?
You're on bail. Don't get yourself arrested. Take Jeannie upstairs. Look, I can see you're overwrought.
Yeah, well, my son, he could be dying.
And you have my sympathy. But it doesn't excuse this kind of behaviour. I suggest you go home before I'm forced to phone the police.
Well, if they'd done their job properly, she wouldn't be here.
That's for the courts to decide. Brawling's not going to help anyone. Come on.
You can't hide behind him forever, because I'm going to get you, and I don't care how long it takes. And that's not a threat. That's a promise.
Yeah, like mother, like son. Don't push me, Viv.